even 2 minutes away.
Oh, fuck. Ooh, I just sounded like a bored monkey.
Right. Ooh,
Ooh, Who's your favorite My Hero Academia character? Ooh,
Can I feel that?
Who's your favorite Disney character? Ursula.
Do you know Jenny McCarthy's the Ursula in the live action?
What? There's a live action?
Oh, I guess we should start with it. There's a live action Little Mermaid coming out.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's controversial apparently.
Why? Who's black?
The Little Mermaid. Did you legit not know?
No. That's just usually the source of all fucking
controversy.
Yeah.
They changed someone that was white to black.
They changed this character, fictional character's race. I'm gonna have a fucking day over it.
Good news, she's still a redhead.
Oh, what? No, I can't say that because she's like a teenager kid, but like.
Yeah, right. I guess.
But like black redheads
in the ocean.
What is that? What?
I don't know. The controversies are wild, bro.
Yeah.
But you're. It's just funny that's where. Yeah, you're right. Because Ariel is fucking black, apparently.
Yeah.
And I guess that's a big problem to everybody. But everyone's cool with Jenny McCarthy being Ursula.
For real.
Oh shit! Orders there.
She's not blue.
I thought she was purple.
I'm fucking colorblind. Fuck you.
Fuck. But it's fluid.
Yeah. So who's gas snake? Who's plasma snake?
Well, there's solid, and then there's liquid, and then there's solidus.
Oh. Okay.
So I don't know.
See, I didn't know that one. I knew the other two.
And then there's venom snake.
Okay, so then they just said fuck it.
And then there's naked snake.
No, it's just sounding like wing flavors.
There's all the flavors of snake.
Like solid snake is like the hot, and liquid snake is like the mild.
The mild. Solidus is the medium.
Yeah.
Venom snake is like the extreme burn your butthole. There's probably Reaper in there.
Yeah.
Naked snake's just like, you know,
Yeah, it's just naked.
yeah, just you just want wing is all it is.
Yeah. Me put one of these in there. I don't know. I like the Little Mermaid one because that shit was fucking
That was
funny, bro.
genuine.
That was super
Holy
funny.
shit. There's a country, is it? Well, who's black?
I thought honestly they would have made like
Jesus.
Ursula black, and that was
Ursula?
Like yeah. Ursula Wells.
Ursula
You
Weapon?
know my favorite cinematographer from Disney, Ursula Wells.
Holy shit.
I'm gonna die.
You're gonna have to splice that
Yeah.
one with this one.
Yeah, no,
'Cause
yeah.
Jesus Christ,
Put it
it's
in
good.
there. Put it all in there.
Put it on a shirt. Welcome back to another episode of Pub Crew Emporium. I don't know, I added the Emporium. Does this sound fancy?
Hell yeah, dude. We're a smorgasbord of pub crew.
With the likes of you. Thank you for joining us this week. No.
No?
Wrong neighborhood. We don't do
Oh shit.
that. Anyways, hope you've been having a good week. We've been having a good week.
Have we?
Shit, I thought we were. My bad. Are you, Vic? How's your week going?
It's been better.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So having better weeks. That's good. Yeah, mine's gotten better too. I'm sorry. I'm just playing up the hype card. I've actually been having a very bad week.
Hey, but even when you have a very bad week, it's still okay to say I'm just kidding.
Absolutely right. Life advice from Pub Crew.
Yeah. Well, we hope your week has been better.
Right.
If not, then like join me in that death metal scream. Just fucking rewind 10 seconds.
And then do it in harmony. And
Yeah.
then let us know.
Oh, in harmony, dude. Of death metal harmony.
That
Hey,
actually
if
sounds
you guys
pretty
want to
cool.
start a new side project where we just do death metal harmonies of songs, hit it up in the link
Can I get a
comments.
death metal harmony of Gangsta's Paradise? Let me know if it exists, and if not, we're gonna get on this. We
for
got
real,
the first project set up.
Don't steal my ideas.
Yeah, it was said here first. Okay, we will come for you. We will come
on you, for you.
Yes,
for
on, around, or for you.
No, the on is extra.
I'm not in that order necessarily.
But yeah, fucking week's been all right.
That's good.
Yeah. What are we drinking today?
Oh, thank God. Thank God we got over that hill. Enough of this bullshit. Actually,
oh shit.
Jesus Christ, Vic.
I didn't do the thing. Oh, I turned on Bluetooth.
You didn't vibrate. Just turned on Bluetooth.
Yeah.
Connect to D's.
even when this motherfucker isn't on the podcast, he still shows up. Fucking Eli. He just messaged me. He messaged me at like fucking 10.
He's our roadie, dude. Like,
yeah, you're right.
He's Pub Crew's roadie. He's just always there, but we love him.
Yeah,
unless he's
the
taking
Pub Crody.
The Pub Crody. Yo, sign up now for your Pub Crody badge.
Yeah, badge. Your Pub Crody badge. Where you get a special discount at getting our free podcast every week
delivered to you.
Yeah, exactly, via
YouTube. Or any audio platform that you could stream us on for audio.
It's only $29.99 a month.
Mm-hmm.
That's a steal.
As a Pub Crody, $28.99.
Yeah, the price goes up once you wait. The price goes down $1 once you get in the club.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you got to do things to get it down. There's like a series of tasks and side quests.
Oh yeah, that's actually pretty cool.
Tasks and side quests.
Yeah. I like video games, so that's.
But we do talk about that.
Yeah,
on the
we
show.
do a lot. Some might say not enough.
I would agree.
Yeah.
I don't think it's enough. And you want to know what else isn't enough?
What?
What we're drinking today.
Oh, what are we drinking today?
Today we got Thorin's Viking Mid. It is a Texas-made mead. Now, as far as I know, the company that makes this, or I guess the brewery, distillery, whatever you want to call it, Thorns. Crafted using old world technique, this drink is sure to delight even the most discriminating Viking. We hope you enjoy this bottle and our other fine handcrafted meads and ciders. Thorin.
I think I knew a guy named Thorin once.
Was this Thorin Oakenshield?
No, it was that guy from the esports.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was he Thorin Oakenshield?
I don't know. He was.
Was he trying to help? Was he being guided by a hobbit and a wizard?
No, but you know what?
Oh.
What joke I heard today that I had never heard before for some fucking reason. Okay. It's like, my name's Pippin, and then so I forgot who, but somebody asked, "What's Pippin short for?" And Gandalf's like, "Well, he's a hobbit."
God damn it, it just works.
Yeah. Oh my god, I can't believe I'd never heard that joke before. It was amazing. I'm sure that's been around for like 100 years. Well, I don't know when fucking Lord of the Rings was written. At least 50 years.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
At the very least. I'll pour yours first.
Dankeschön. We just made a hand heart when we were passing.
Can we zoom in on
that? Can we get a good angle on it? If not, who cares? Also, I need to retake.
How much
this.
am I pouring? I'm kind of eyeballing
like a quarter, half.
So a little bit more than that, right?
Yeah, between a quarter and a half. A quaff.
A quaff? Is that?
Yeah, that's good enough for now. I don't want to fucking drink the whole thing and be fucked up by fucking tomorrow.
I'll be fucked up tomorrow. Is that? don't fucking
Let me just hold it. And now 2 ounces of vodka. Glug, glug, glug,
Oh, I
glug,
overshot.
glug.
Let's see.
Hold
I'll
on, let me
put-
retake the.
Oh, yeah,
let me
go for it,
retake
go
the
for it.
photo.
You can display it on your side if you want. That's fine.
I just want to make sure we show it on the screen. Me, show the first picture, and then how blurry that was, and then show.
I was
this
about to
one.
say, was it like fucked up?
Yeah.
There you go. It is a 12.9% mead, as most meads are usually high ABV.
Yeah.
Like I said, this is a Texas-made mead, so fucking
And we are Texas-made Vikings.
gold. And remember, Jesus Christ, you don't have to drink to chill with the pub crew, but it helps. You didn't see I whacked the shit out of my mic.
I just love the idea of, and remember, Jesus Christ.
Is drinking with all of us.
Ooh, this is like drinking fuck.
Ooh.
Oh man.
Oh.
Like I thought the beginning was good, but then I got to the aftertaste and everything else.
Oh, that's really
Bro.
good.
Ooh, I'm gonna fucking stick my dick in it.
I wanted to stick its dick in me.
Oh man, I fucking love that TV show / movie.
I was like, what? Did you see an episodic
I
showing?
realized I fucked up halfway through, so I had
Oh.
to fucking fix it.
Come on, Vic, you're the movie guy. You can't be fucking up like
you're,
that.
You're right. My
You
bad.
can't be making fucking mistakes like that. People are gonna misjudge you. Or not believe you, whichever comes first.
People are always gonna judge me.
That's true.
Yeah. It's because I'm brown. I'm just kidding. I just wanted to do a callback to that beginning thing because that shit fucking killed
That
me,
was
bro.
fucking great.
Wow.
Sometimes it's what you have to try.
Yeah.
It's fucking great.
Yeah, and it's not like I'm insensitive to it. I understand that some people that are like of us color, you know, like whether you're Mexican, Asian, fucking black, whatever, a lot of people want their own characters. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that's completely understandable. I'm not trying to knock that.
Yeah, because
But-
you want representation.
Yeah, but like what people don't realize is that like, you do realize shit with like branding power makes like 20 times more money.
Yeah.
So with something like, I don't know, Little Mermaid, which everybody fucking knows.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
It has a very strong IP already.
yeah, and not only that, like they already fucking stole the fucking like fairy tale.
Yeah, what
From-
was the original?
Yeah. What do you care that they're changing it again?
Yeah, it's like you want to complain about like all these characters like, oh, well, she's not black, she's white. Like, first of all, the original story is very horrific. A lot
Yeah,
of Disney
oh,
stories,
yeah.
the original fairy tale story is very horrific.
Yeah, very much so.
Like, they're not as Disney-fied as they are
Yeah, that's why I love Mulan, because she had such a better life in the
in
movie
the fucking yeah,
in real life.
compared to
Ugh.
the actual story.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, so you're already complaining about something that was already changed from what the source was, and you're saying, well, it's because it's off the Disney version. Well, who the hell cares? Like,
Is that the Disney version? Yes, it is. It's obviously
It
obviously
still
the new
is.
Disney version. Like,
Mhm.
what the fuck? Like,
I go, what does it matter? She's still Ariel. Like, it
yeah.
it ain't changing the story.
For real.
I'm sorry they changed your fictional character for you.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry that was such the shocking thing
Yeah.
that happened in your life that people had to go and say this is wrong.
Now you know how I felt back in 1996 when they killed the original Sub-Zero.
Right?
You didn't see me boycotting a fucking video game for that. You know, just-
Well, I think you were too young to be boycotting.
yeah,
I
you're
think.
right. I wanted to play the game. I don't care. I love video
I'm
games.
gonna I'm
Yeah.
gonna buy the next one too.
Uppercut.
Be fucking teabagging on food.
That's the it's not even any different now. Anybody who's gonna complain is still gonna go and pay money to go see this movie and be like,
And shit show on it.
it was bad, but I still paid the fucking $20 to go watch it.
I still gave Disney my money.
Yeah.
And I went to go watch it so I can shit on it. And it's like, well, congratulations.
Yeah, I would have just, I don't know,
not watched it.
Yeah.
If it upsets you so much, you wouldn't have seen it, right?
Yeah.
If you were that fucking upset by something, you would have just not bothered. Been like, yeah, this one's not for me. Sorry, I'm gonna sit this one out.
Yeah.
And that would have been your standing, being like, great, go bitch about it quietly somewhere else.
Yeah.
Like, that's just your opinion, right? It's your opinion. You don't like it, fucking great. Let someone else enjoy it if they want to.
Yeah, go back to your Disney Facebook group and talk about how they ruined a classic fucking story. When in fact Disney ruined a classic story like 30 years ago when they first fucking made these stories.
Yeah. But yeah, let's go ahead and complain about it in your other Disney group.
Yeah.
And then let everyone else go watch it. But don't go paying for the movie and be like, this was a terrible movie.
This was a terrible movie.
And think you were like the better person because you were like, oh, well, I had to. You didn't have to you didn't even have to complain about it. You could just shut the fuck up.
Could have just,
you did way more than you needed to already.
Yeah. Well, like the thing is, like, it's as much as like you could say shit about how terrible it is, people are like paying with their wallets. Like, you think Disney takes a look at fucking your Facebook comment and it's like, man, we should really just make all the characters white by now? That's obviously not the fucking thing.
No.
Like, like, what the fuck, man? What do you expect? Pub Crew, where we complain about people complaining.
If you're here to complain about people complaining, you're in the right place.
Yeah.
This is a complain-free zone about complaining.
Yeah.
Because you can complain about that.
Yeah. Oh man, it's gonna by the end of the decade, it's just gonna be like a whole spiral of people complaining about people complaining about people complaining about something.
People complaining about people complaining. There's gonna be a new social media just for that.
It's very true. Oh man. So a character I wish they would turn black is Samus Aran. I think that'd be super fucking sick. Like a Metroid where like more people of color like were in it. Like, I think that'd be super dope.
Isn't she like the only human?
Well, yeah, but what if she was black?
No, I get that. It's because you're saying like people, like, I don't know. I took it as like you're saying like people in the game. I'm like, isn't she like the only human?
I think it just depends on where in the timeline you are.
Yeah,
because I think like there's still people in other M and like even like the I don't know if the beginning of Metroid Prime, but
no, Metroid Prime. It's just you, and then you deal with space pirates, and then Ridley. As far as I remember,
yeah, because I know that usually like the planet that you're on doesn't have people in it, but I still think the universe has people in it.
That's true. You just never see it.
Yeah,
I guess so. I think they mention humanity, but like, like Metroid Fusion talks about like she had scientists operate on her, so they show that humans do exist. But you're right. The games take place in like every Metroid game is essentially a mission that you're on.
Yeah,
a very long mission on a planet.
Yeah, a campaign, if you will.
Yeah, something to that extent, with quests and tasks, objectives even.
Whoa!
Yeah,
I love those things.
But I mean, I'm no expert in that field.
Yeah,
but I mean, you're right. I think you're right. Humanity does exist, so I mean, they could do something to that extent, and they could even like Metroid, like you said, is one of those things where it's set up in like a certain timeline where like, I mean, things have taken place after this, before this, during this, after that. Like, you could even just do your own fucking thing. It'd work.
Yeah.
I think it'd be pretty dope.
Mm-hmm. That'd be sick.
Word.
Yeah. I also want Ken to be Japanese and Ryu to be American.
I think that's like one of the rules of the internet, isn't it? It's almost like rule, what is it?
I don't fucking know.
Is it rule? No, it's not rule 34. Is it rule 6? It's rule 60 something where it's like that's gender swap. But there's got to be one for race swap, right?
I don't know.
Pretty sure it exists.
I hope so.
I'm sure there's a rule for it that exists already. You
That'd be
just
cool.
want Ryu and Ken to swap.
Yeah,
Like,
that's it.
so hold on. So let me clarify. So you want Ryu and Ken to swap races? What about origin stories?
No.
Origin stories
Yeah,
still
no,
the same.
everything the same.
Just
I just
races.
want, yeah.
Just now Ken's Japanese.
Yeah, I just want Ryu to be rich for once.
True. But that's not
I
changing the
want him
origin
to, I want him
story.
to live the good life. Well, yeah, but I mean, he'd be like Batman. He'd be like,
He'd be like
he doesn't know his parents.
Fucking it, you're right. Doesn't know his parents.
As you can see, we've had a really fun time.
Yeah.
today.
Yeah, so far. It's
Yeah.
good. It's so good.
What controversial moves would you make?
I don't know. Controversial. I don't know. Living. Existing. Oh, that's what I want to talk about. Speaking of controversial roles,
Yeah.
it was only controversial at the time, but it's actually redeemed. I don't know. You haven't watched Mandalorian, right?
No, but I think I know what you're gonna talk about.
The best redemption arc to exist.
I think so.
So, the actor who played Jar Jar Binks,
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
he
I know
finally
exactly.
got a redemption role finally, and it was fucking great.
redemption role. I'm so glad because I actually know that guy got so much fucking hate, and he
did.
was like suicidal, dude. Like that's
Yeah.
fucked up. Like all you fucking complainers out there.
Yeah, back to complaining. You fucking complainers.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, because that was. I mean, I know people didn't like the movie, but like, that was one of the biggest reasons was Jar Jar Binks,
Yeah.
and like that sucks. But like to go after the actor is like, he didn't make the character.
For real.
He just played it. They gave him the role. They gave him the mocaption suit.
That guy
like,
needed the money.
yeah, and they're like, hey, we want you to play this role, and he goes, sure. Gave him his lines, told him how to read it, and he did it to the way he was directed.
Mm-hmm.
The mocap and everything, like, and he played that role. And I want to say he did such a damn good job that he pissed off everyone else.
I mean, really, that's one good way to look at it, which
Yeah.
I kind of fucking agree with. That's super good.
Yeah, it's like anytime someone wants to get mad at a villain role, they're like, "Oh, that person." Like Game of Thrones with Cersei, they're like,
yeah.
she is like, "Oh, that she's a bitch." Like, "Oh, she's the worst character. How dare she?" And people even going up to her in real life and like
Yeah.
talking shit to
You
her.
Bitch.
You bitch! You killed my favorite character. You bitch!
Killed Jon Snow.
You bitch!
Oh wait, he doesn't die.
Well, spoilers. He does, but he doesn't.
That's spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers. So I mean, come on. It's just,
yeah, if you haven't read or seen Game of Thrones
at this
by
fucking
now,
point, like, come on.
yeah, who are you?
Get with the fucking times. Go be
Me?
disappointed like everyone else.
yeah.
But no, like they'd go up to her in real life and like talk shit to her. Like, how dare you? But it's like,
Bro, yeah. So
Some of
she's
those
such
things
a good
were-
actress, yeah.
exactly. And I mean, I know some of those situations are scary, but she would always be like, I took that as like a compliment. Like, I portrayed this character so well
Mm-hmm.
that you're mad at me because you think I'm that person. She was just playing a role.
Yeah.
She played that role so good that she sold it and pissed you off.
yeah.
That's
fucking
good. That's
really
just
good.
that just means you made her feel good about doing her job.
Yeah.
And like to get mad at like, Ahmed Best is the actor's name.
Oh, okay.
Like for him portraying Jar Jar Binks in a way is like, he was like annoying. People didn't like him for whatever reason. It's like, well, he was playing the role he was supposed to.
yeah.
So what? Can he get mad at him for that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it sucks that like he got all the threats that he did and everything. But
Oh
like
yeah.
people don't understand, like these people were just working to do the thing that they
Yeah.
were paid to do.
Yeah, they're earning a living just like you and me.
Mm-hmm. And the fact that he got this cool redemption role in fucking Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've heard about it.
So good.
Yeah, that's super dope.
They made him like a certified badass. I was like, there
oh
you go.
hell yeah, dude. That's
Made
so
him a fucking
sick.
Jedi master. I was like,
Yeah.
attaboy.
Yeah. Nah, dude, hell yeah. Because I've heard stories of like from fans that are just posted on the internet of like interactions with him and how like how fucked up he felt that like everybody hated
Yeah.
him, and
Because that's a shitty thing. Because I
how,
think that was early into his career.
yeah,
And like to have that happen that early on in your
mm,
career, I mean, I might be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure that was one of his early roles. Like, I guess bigger roles
yeah,
because it's fucking Star Wars. So like anything like that's obviously gonna get way more public notice than like probably any other role you're gonna do because it's Star Wars.
yeah,
And then to get that kind of fucking feedback is like, yeah, that would fuck with someone
yeah, that would.
mentally, and like especially if the feeling is hate. like of course, like you're gonna feel like shit. Like it sucks that that happened to him, but
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's continued like his career. Like he's a comedian, still
Oh,
does
that's
acting
good.
and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, so like so he's obviously he keeps on going, and that's
yeah.
good. Like because I know it was rough for him, and he's
Oh,
talked about
yeah.
that openly. And I mean, that ain't his fault.
It
played the
really
role.
isn't. Yeah,
He played the role good enough to piss you off.
yeah, that's funny because that's really rare these days. Like, there's people who are like, oh, well, he played a good role as like a good guy, or like an anti-hero or something, but
Yeah,
I can't think of a lot of people who are like genuinely like bad characters besides the two that we talked about, that I really fucking like. Man, like this guy, fuck that guy. You know,
like the actor or the character.
the character.
Oh, there's like another one in Game of Thrones. I forget the actor's name, but it's he plays Lord Bolton, or
I don't know like that.
yeah, he's like it was like the bigger fight between him. No, that his Bolton was his father.
Oh,
He's the son. He's the bastard child.
oh, okay.
Because like that's actually the whole thing of that like whole part of the story was the Battle of the Bastards, because it was Jon Snow leading the North to go fight his army and save Sansa and all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
So it was the Battle of the Bastards because they're both snow, and snow in that world means you're a bastard.
Oh,
So that's why it was the Battle of the Bastards. But his character, when you Ramsay Snow, I think is his name, or Lord Bolton, as he takes on, and he becomes. It's a very cynical character, and you like the way he tortures people. He has his dogs that like feeds human people. Like it's like you realize he is a fucked up person.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, oh my god, the way he tortures people, cuts off a guy's dick.
Oh man, that's fucked up,
dude.
Yeah.
Like he's a fucked up character. Like he's another person too. Like from that, I want to say universe. That's like he portrayed this villain so well.
Yeah.
That people even give him shit. And I remember I saw a thing from him that I forgot what show he was on, but like they're like, have you gotten any like interactions from fans? And he goes, well, I get a lot of hate because he played a villain that pissed like because he tortured some of the main characters.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, yeah, he mentioned on the show, he goes, there's this guy that came up to me. He was like, this young guy that came up to me and was like, you're that bastard Ramsay Snow. Like, you saw, like he's like said something to him. He goes, and I looked at him and said, "That's Lord Bolton to you." And I'm like, that would be the way. That's the fucking way you do it.
That would be the way to do
fucking yelling, "That's Lord Bolton!" Like, fucking hey, own it up. Like he's like taking it straight. Like, yeah, fuck you. Like, if you're gonna address me right.
Yeah, for real.
Like that's another way to take it. So he's like, yeah, he knows he played a really good villain, and that's like the same fucking deck of cards. Like he plays a character so well that you have such a deep connection with that person that you don't even know who they are. Like like Kit Harington will always be Jon Snow.
Oh, okay.
You'll see him in any movie and be like, oh, fucking Jon Snow's Jon Snow. Jon Snow's in this movie. The fucking Jon crew. And you're like, oh, but it's Kit Harington. Who the fuck's that guy? It's like it's because you make such a strong connection with it. Every time you see him, they portray that character.
Yeah,
it's just unfortunate that in Best's, I guess, repertoire, he has Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah,
and like that's the stigma that's gonna stick with him. And I'm like, that sucks because I'm sure he's done other things. Like fucking, if you're gonna bitch about, like, look at his other fucking shit. Like that's not his fault.
Yeah,
he played the character. And I'm gonna be as bold to say, Vic, you wouldn't talk shit about everyone that was in the Resident Evil series. Those weren't great. And I mean the movies.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of those movies. But
I don't even remember who was in it.
Mila Jovovich.
Who did she play?
The main fucking character.
What's her name?
Anne or E. I don't know. I fucking
That's
remember.
yeah, because it's not a fucking Resident Evil character.
It's not. That's the whole thing. See, that's my biggest gripe about these movies is like at some point she's like a unique character to the universe and everyone else just kind of revolves around her main character doing shit.
Yeah.
And then at some point they all fucking die except her. And I'm like, so you killed off what was the franchise
Yeah.
to have her character exist. And I know I've had the argument, well, if you look at them as their own thing, I'm like, don't call it Resident Evil then.
Yeah. If they were their own thing, they wouldn't be a Resident Evil.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, but you still took sources from everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Like you still try to copy what happened in 2, what happened in 3, what happened in 4.
That's very true.
Yet you're like, call it your own thing. I'm like, but you still took from all the source material.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. That just doesn't jive with me. But I don't think anything less of the actresses in that movie. Like, I'd still go watch Mila Jovovich. I think she's still a great
like
actress.
Monster Hunter or whatever.
I would not. That I would not.
I have to immediately ask because that's the only movie that I know she's in.
I'd watch her in any other movie that wasn't based off a game.
That's where you draw the line.
That's where I draw
video
the
game
line. I
movies.
think that's where I'm starting to draw the line. Because I'm like, I know she's a great actress. And then she comes out in another video game movie. I'm like,
who's directing this?
Her husband.
That makes a lot of sense.
yep. And I'm like, well, there it is.
Yeah.
Come out in someone else's movie, please. Because I'm like, and even then, like,
unlike Helena Bonham Carter, this is not acceptable behavior.
This is not. Because at least Helena Bonham Carter, she plays a consistent character in every role that she does, and you're like, yeah, that's to be expected. At least it's fucking like, yeah, I get it. That's her.
Entertaining, yeah.
That's my point.
Sorry, I didn't mean to talk shit on.
But that's what I'm saying is like I don't think anything less because like there's even been like some Game of Thrones people that I think are great actors and actresses that have been in these movies, but I still think they're great.
Oh, okay.
You know, like
Yeah.
I still like they're still good. I'm like that's just my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like those movies, but I don't think anything less them for being in these movies. They all take roles. They were the big thing at the time.
Yeah.
Of course, you should take the role.
Get paid.
I'm also not a fan of the Fast and Furious movies, but I still think everyone in those movies is great.
Dude, are you kidding me? You know, I love...
Right? Exactly, huh? Nothing.
The only one I could remember was Michelle Rodriguez, but I didn't want to start
right.
off with like, okay, Michelle Rodriguez, you fucking rock.
Mm-hmm. You don't like Vin Diesel? Family.
Din Diesel? He's all right. He's kind of a nerd though.
He's a big nerd.
I'm just kidding. I'm saying like if I'm not.
But like on that note, you want to know what's funny?
What?
Like a small, because it's funny that you said Michelle Rodriguez.
Yeah.
So you know, there's the Dungeons and Dragons movie coming out, right? Honor Amongst Things. We should go watch it, by the way.
Oh yeah,
I'm actually really down. I'm actually like, I was kind of like, I don't know, but I've seen more of it, and I'm kind of like, even Cynthia's like, you know, this looks like it could be good. Like I want it to be good because it looks very entertaining at the very least. Yeah, it looks like a fun campaign that they're going through, right?
Yeah.
But Michelle Rodriguez is in it, and they did an interview with her that I saw, and she plays like I think it's like a barbarian type because definitely like she has like the armor for it, and she has like the axe, and you know, she's a strong type, Mike, which is great. I think she fits that role perfectly.
Fuck yeah, she's a badass.
And exactly, that's what she plays. But like, there's an interview that they did with her, and they asked her like, so did you know Vin Diesel's a big like Dungeons and Dragons fan? And she's like, oh, I'm well aware. She's like, when they first started hanging out, like, you know, talking to each other like early in their careers, she's like, I remember when we first hung out, they had like a thing in his place, and he opened his closet and he had all like Dungeons and Dragons books, like all the editions you could think. She was like just stacked. She's like, oh yeah, I'm very well aware of his status. She's like, he's very nerdy. Like, and what did you tell him? You know, when you got casted for Dungeons and Dragons, she's like, oh, he is the first person I called.
Nice.
But like he was actually like excited for her because now he's like, oh, that sounds awesome. Like, because I guess they're like, oh, was he jealous? And she's like, no, not at all. Like, in fact, he's more kind of like excited she's gonna be part of it. Like, that's good to see someone like
that
you know
family.
that's family. That's part of it, and becoming like, you know, something that you enjoy. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I'd be looking forward to it too.
Yeah. So you're telling me if I was cast in a Destiny movie,
I'd watch the fuck out of it.
Hell yeah, bro.
Like, to be honest, I was already like, I'd already be on board. Like, yeah, I'm gonna watch it. But like, you're in it. Fuck yeah, let's go.
I'm gonna be
the one yelling in the theater when I see you come on screen. What? Sorry, I need you to quiet down. Fuck off.
I will be a small cameo, but I'll be the guy who's eating ramen in the tower. Not even like actual ramen. It'll be the emoji.
Just the emoji. Just
the emote.
The fucking eat a ramen with just like the.
That's what I'm
down
do.
with it.
Yeah,
I'm down with it. And I'd fucking yell.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, that's my boy. Hell yeah, I go see any movie if you ever came out in it. Just to be fair, like, even if it wasn't Destiny, I'd be that more excited.
Vin Diesel, let's talk.
We could all be family.
Dude.
Mouse more?
Speaking of, yeah, sure. No, it just made me sad that we're talking about family and everything when like the Destiny community had a very big.
I was actually waiting. I guess I was gonna bring that up towards the end because it actually, like, it fucked me up for a few days with Lance Reddick.
Yeah,
that was I'm sorry, we're changing the mood now.
Yeah,
but like that actually, when I read it, bro, I didn't believe it. I thought it was a hoax, or at least I very much wanted it to be a hoax. Because I was like, there's no way. It's like, there's no way. And then I started reading, and they're like, no, they're confirming it and all that stuff. I was like, no. I haven't told like my buddies, my clanmates. I was like, hey, check this shit out. And everyone's like, no. The fuck?
Yeah.
And it was true. And I was like, I haven't told Cynthia. I sent it to her. I was like, I'm not okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm kind of fucked up by this. I was like, that hurts. And then the way the community like paid tribute to fucking Zavala was fucking, it was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he needed. And I think that was great. I think that's more on my point too, was like, you know, great actors and everything, because even Lance Reddick was in one of the Resident Evil movies.
Oh.
So that's why I'm like, I don't think anything less of these people just because they're in a movie I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
I still think they're great.
Yeah.
They're not going to like every role they're in, probably. But you're still going to...
Still got bills to pay.
Exactly, right? I'm like, hey, you take what you can, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I think Lance Reddick was like, I don't know, he was a big fucking part of it. And like, to hear that like hurt, and like, no, it was definitely, I mean, no one expects it.
Yeah.
But like for it to happen, and I mean, the community coming together was definitely great.
Yeah, the part that really gutted me was when they found out that he was playing Destiny the day before.
Yeah, it was exactly, he was doing it the night he passed away.
Yeah.
He was online, fucking in orbit. He was doing shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, it's so wild to me, dude. Like that.
He loved He loved playing it too.
Yeah.
He mained a warlock.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Which is ironic because he's fucking Titan Vanguard.
Yeah.
But he's that's always been the thing, is like he mains a warlock, and you know, like that's what was great. And like all his videos, if you've ever seen like any of his stuff that he posts, like it's always him playing Destiny and his dogs.
Aw.
Of course, his wife too.
Yeah.
But like his thing would be like, wife's away, gonna play, playing Destiny,
and his fucking voice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Yeah, I think one of the best things I'm gonna remember from is like, well, things like Season of the Worthy, where Kaido was introduced, and it's Kalus's daughter, and like the whole thing there was like, she was like, oh well, we could have an alliance between us, which like, but kneel, like bow. And Zavala was like, no. Like, and that's what starts the whole thing, is like, they're gonna have to work this shit out, which you do. But like, someone made like this whole Twitter post of like Zavala saying it, like, excuse me? One fucking Guardian has been kicking your race's collective ass for 10 years. And you want us to bow? Like, all I have to tell them is, you have a cool weapon, or that Eris can turn you into a cool weapon, and they will have you down. And I'm like, he's not wrong. But he read it.
I want the gun.
Right? It's like, there's a what? I'm on it. It's exotic. I'm on it.
Yeah.
But like, he even read that whole thing in Zavala's voice and like did it like if it was Zavala talking.
Yeah.
Like, it was fucking great.
That's fucking dope, man.
He loved the community. He loved doing stuff for him. Like always talking about it. Like anytime there was like an event going on, he'd throw his 2 cents out there. Like the Guardian games, every time it happened. Like when the Titans won, he had this huge speech.
Oh yeah,
it was great. And I think when they were like losing, he had like a speech too. It was like he was very involved in it.
Yeah.
And that he played Destiny as well. Like that's fucking great. Like you played one of the main characters and then you still play this game. Like you don't see
wild,
that,
man. Yeah,
you don't
like,
see that often. Like people voicing a character in an MMO or anything like that is still ongoing, and then them actually playing the game.
Yeah, no, definitely.
We was very active in it.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah, it's such a great thing to see. When like people love not just like their job, but also like the product that their like job was a part of.
Yeah.
You don't. I mean, you see that a lot, but you don't see it to the level of like dedication that like people like him go to. You know, like I would say somebody like Terry Crews has that same amount of dedication. You know,
For
like
real.
it's like this is a role that meant a lot to me, and yet I'm still gonna go and like support like however I can. You know, like shit like that. That's super awesome, man. Like honestly, we should probably have this drink for him.
Yep. To Lance's honor.
Yeah, and a moment of silence for him.
Yep.
We'll see you in orbit, man. Oh shit.
Thank you if you joined us in that.
Yeah.
That was well deserved.
Yeah. It's kind of like sorry to take such a like downturn on that, but
yeah, I mean, if anything, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut
no,
you
that's
off,
cool.
But if anything, like I'm a huge Destiny player, so that actually really hurt when I found that out. Like, it was news I wasn't expecting. I don't think anyone was, but it sucks. But we live on. I think Bungie even confirmed, like, they're working on what they can, but as far as like what they have for, I guess maybe the next upcoming season at the least, he already did most of the work, and they already did like a small little tribute to him in the game.
Oh shit,
which is great. Like they did like a whole like memorial thing to him, which is great. They're honoring him because he was definitely like a big part of it.
Yeah,
regardless if you worked at Bungie, he was one of the main fucking characters. You always heard his voice.
Yeah.
Any of you don't know him from Destiny, you know him from like probably many other roles that he's done. He was on The Wire. He was on Lost.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember much, but I know. John Wick. Fucking A. I was like, the movie just came out. Yeah, John Wick. That actually sucks too because he was great in John Wick.
Yeah.
And he was supposed to have a spin-off series.
For real?
Just him, yeah.
Damn.
Because his character was cool.
Yeah.
In John Wick, and he was supposed to have a spin-off series, and he was going to be the main focus. But I don't even think they were able to get started on production because I think it was due to start this year.
Yeah. Fuck.
So that didn't happen.
Yeah.
But I mean, he was a great actor. Even like his comedy skits that he did. I don't know if you ever saw one. The toys are me.
Oh no.
That one's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, check it out. Because, I mean, go check out Lance's work. I forgot I had a timer. For something else.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, yeah, it's 10 till.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he's done a lot of great roles.
Yeah. And that's just crazy, man. Like, I don't know. It's kind of like really weird. Because like around this time last year is when my grandma passed away too. So like it right now is a really weird fucking time for me. Like I still sometimes don't believe it, and
Yeah.
it's just, man, like, it's just such a bummer, you know. Like everybody's got
No,
to
it
go
really
one day,
is.
you know. But
Yeah, but you never expect it. I
yeah,
don't think you can prepare as much as well, but you're never gonna be ready for it.
yeah, exactly. And that's why I like it. Like regardless of, like, I still remember. And I'm bringing this up because like I think it's something that people need to stop doing. I still remember when Vinnie Paul died,
Yeah.
and I was distraught over that because like he inspired me to play drums, you know. And I remember I was talking to somebody at work about it, and they were like, "Well, why are you sad? You don't know them." And I'm like,
Yeah,
"What
you
kind of
do.
fucked up shit is that to say to somebody that's already feels bad for somebody that they idolized or somebody that they cared about,
Yeah.
you know, like dying, even if that person like didn't know you personally,
Like, what
you
do I
know?"
gotta do? Be their close friend and family to give a
Yeah,
shit?
yeah,
Like you were close with their work. You knew
mm-hmm,
what they did. You knew them
yeah,
as that person. That
yeah,
was their role to you, and that's how they stuck to you. That was your connection to that person. You didn't
yeah,
have to know them. You knew their work,
yeah,
and
and,
that was enough.
yeah, and like that's why now, like now thinking about it, and with everything that has kind of been going on, like, dude, like, what kind of fucked up shit? Like, why would people say that to somebody, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. It just made me think of my grandma because, like, I know she's either like dancing it up in fucking heaven or fucking living it up in hell. Like, I don't know. she, I'm sure she had a choice at that point.
She's still having
Yeah,
the time of her life, I bet.
yeah. Cause like, dude, like I mean, she was super religious, but she fucking did some crazy shit. She was a crazy lady, and that's what made her fucking awesome and badass. And
Yeah.
like, it just sucks because like it gets easier. Like you it's not that you miss them less, but you just learn to accept the fact that they're gone,
Yeah.
and you start kind of thinking about it and like, well, what can I do to sort of memorialize them in some sort of way, or what can I do to make sure that it's not like some fucking Coco situation that like
Oh,
once
right.
people stop thinking of you, you disappear for real.
Start
Like,
thinking
you
about it
know?
like, oh,
Yeah. Yeah, no. So it's just like, man, like it's just been. I just wanted to bring that up because, like, man, like even if whether you lose somebody that's close to you personally in your life, like a family member or a friend, or somebody that you kind of look up to or you idolize, like a celebrity or a musician, um, either way, you know, you're still gonna feel things like, and that's
Yeah.
totally fucking normal. It's not
Hmm.
like it shouldn't. You shouldn't feel invalidated for feeling the way that you do about somebody passing away. Nobody's gonna understand that but you. You
Right.
know. And I mean, the best you can do is just try to get through it. You don't even have to get through it. You just have to try.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty much how I've been the past year. And I don't know. Thinking about it now, I get all teary eyed and shit because you start thinking about everything. But
Yeah.
I think,
Anytime there's loss or anything, it's like it's always gonna bring it back to, what else? Everything else that you've lost,
yeah,
and then it's like you said, it just kind of gets easier over time.
yeah,
And
definitely.
time doesn't heal it. I think that's a misconception. Time doesn't heal it,
Hmm.
but it definitely helps grow with it.
Yeah,
Because I think that's an analogy I heard at one point, which was like anytime something like that happens, there's a hole that grows in your heart. But all you do to deal with it is grow with it,
hmm,
so it doesn't get bigger.
yeah,
Because you can't let it overcome you, but you
hmm,
can, and it's always going to be there. And that's part of coming to terms with it is accepting
yeah,
that happened. That's with you, and now you have to grow around it, and you have to, continue doing what they would want you to be doing.
yeah, exactly. And that's why the past year, I want to say it's been one of some of my most productive years, like in terms of not giving up on things, you
Yeah.
know. um we've had the Ronin shit, we had our first fucking show, we had our first live event,
Yeah.
With Pub Crew, we've been growing as Pub Crew. We might get a new beer coming out soon. You know, we still gotta iron it out. I've been working hard at my job. You know, like days where I felt like, man, fuck this job.
I definitely get those.
You know, I just kind of like realigned myself and I'm like, well, look, like my grandma wouldn't want me to just quit this job because I fucking didn't want to go. You know, like
Yeah.
that's not how she raised me. So
Right.
it just becomes such a big thing that like, well, fuck, like I gotta do good.
Yeah.
Like I gotta push myself since like that person's not there to fucking push me. You know.
You got to hear them guiding you to be like, keep doing this. Because they're not there to tell you anymore. Be like, nah, they wouldn't want me to do that.
Yeah.
That becomes like that moral voice in your head.
Yeah. Yeah. And like my grandma.
If you never had a face to put to that little voice, that's that face.
Yeah. Yeah. No, my grandma was a badass too. So she's like, look, if you're not fucking living it up and fucking making the most out of life, you ain't doing shit. You know. So hey,
that's great advice, actually.
Yeah. So that's what I try to do now, and man, it just gets rough, but I feel like in those points, that's when you really have to, just take everything that you actually have, you know, take it into account. Like, goddamn, dude, like,
don't take it for granted.
Exactly. I don't know. I'm lucky to fucking have my family. Like I know, I've seen people with less. I've learned about people with less, and it makes you appreciate it so much more. And even when you go through all that, and it's not like, well, at least I'm not that person type of deal, because that fucking sucks. But at least like, man, like I want to get to a point where at least I can help myself, or at least to a point where I don't have to worry about like myself and I can help other people, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm just rambling now. Yeah, this took kind of a fucking
I knew it was gonna get
left
us talked about.
Yeah. But yeah, fucking tell the ones that you love them.
Yeah.
Before it's too late, buy some flowers for the ones that are with you. Spend some hours remembering the ones that aren't.
Make that phone call, send that text.
Life's too short. And that, I mean, that's all I wanted to say. I don't know if you have anything else you want to add.
No, that's about it.
Cool. Well, from Pub Crew to you, we hope you have a great week. A better day if you were having a bad day. I know probably talking about sad shit doesn't help immediately, but hey, you know, like
hopefully it helps you understand that we care.
Yeah.
So someone cares about you.
Yeah. And by the way, the response on us missing a week was fucking amazing.
Oh yeah, thank you guys. Thank you. We actually got a lot of reach out for that, which is really cool. I mean, we just made a post about it. You know, we had to take a week off for you know health, safety. You know, don't want to take those risks, and sometimes that affects our scheduling. Which, I mean, we appreciate you guys for understanding that and reaching out to us either at Pub Crew individually to be like, hey, you know, guys, all right, that means a lot to us because it shows you guys care, and we don't underlook that shit. That shit's awesome.
Thank you guys. That's really heartwarming.
Yeah, I didn't expect it, but it was. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for your continued support. Leave a comment down below what you think. You know, anything else you want to say.
Yeah.
If you ever want to reach out to us, you know how. Clearly, I've seen it.
Yeah.
It's possible because I've seen you guys do it.
Yeah.
So I know it's possible, but I mean, you know, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. And just remember, as Sonic once said, live fast and eat ass. I'm just kidding. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day.
I thought you said gotta shit fast. Sorry. Is that not one of his iconic sayings?